Hi, and thank you for watching this video on putting. Over the last few months I've been running a training course with EyeLine Golf to become certified as one of their putting instructors, and I'm pleased to say that I've now achieved that, and I'm really excited about what we can teach you to help you improve your putting. They talk about the four main elements of putting, and they are setup, path, impact and speed, and each one is as important as the other, and we're going to run through them in those order with you. Now the course I'm going to be running is going to be sort of an online course where I'll send you the video for each four for how to use the training aids that we've got, and then you can come in, pick up the training aids, go onto the putting green and have a go. So with setup, we're going to be talking about how square your shoulders are, where your eyes are, your shaft lean, at address, your balance point. And then we're going to go over to path, and we've got a couple of training aids to help you get a nice consistent stroke back and through. Then when we go on to impact, we've got a couple of different training aids to help you strike the ball in the centre consistently, which is obviously very, very important. And then I'm going to show you how speed affects break much more than what you think. And when torpos putt, they actually read the pace before they read the break, and that will change how you see that. So to start off with, for those that are interested, when you come in, we're going to run some tests on the quad, and as you can see on here, this is just showing you some of the data. So this was me hitting a putt. So my launch angle is 5.5 degrees. Now that needs to be at 2 degrees. I've had it okay in the centre and the paths are okay, but you can see the loft is way too high. So that is where we're going to start off. And then we're also going to be able to show you your roll. So you can see here my ball's actually took off, then it skid, then it's got rolling. So the longer this time spends in the air in skidding, the more chance this has got of going offline, which is obviously very, very important for hitting the putts where we want to. So when you come in, you're going to book 10 minutes with myself or Owen, and we're going to run the tests in here, and we're also going to put you on what we've called the slow-mo machine. So you're going to use your camera, and in a minute you'll see a clip of me using this, and you can see how the ball in slow motion comes off the ground and skids and does everything. So that will be on your phone at the start. Then you're going to do the 4 weeks, and what I suggest you do is each week you start with the correct one. So set up first week, then path, then impact, then speed. You come in, you pick up the various training aids for those part, and you work on them for the week. Then you come in and get the next one. The more time you spend on this, the better you will get. And obviously by the end, we'll then have you in again after the 4th week, and we'll retest you, and hopefully we'll see these changing. Now I don't play a great deal, and I have to say that I just played 5 holes today, and I changed my setup by what I saw on the mirrors and everything. And it's the first time I've started the ball online consistently for all 5's time, which obviously means you've got much more chance. But the one thing I did find is that when I got myself into this new setup position, is that my grip was all the way down here. So you can see that my own putter is way too long for me. And one of the things I think we'll find when we do get everyone into the setup position is that most of your putters are going to be out, so we'll need to fit your putters correctly. What you're going to see now, you're going to see some videos of the slow-mo in action, so you can see how it takes off. Then I'm going to go through all the different training aids so you can see how they all work and how they're going to benefit you. Okay, so let's look at setup and what training aids we've got for you for setup. We've got 4 out here. I've got the gravity grip, which is going to help to get your hands in the correct position. I've got this 360 mirror to help show you your address position. I've got this putting mirror, which is to get your eyes and shoulders in the correct position, and we've got this balance rod. So first of all, the gravity grip, what we're going to do with this, you hold it as if you're going to hold your putter, and you just sort of let your arms hang in a comfortable position. So I'm in this position here, so what I'll do is get my putter, put my hand on there, and then put my other hand on, so you can see that's where I am. And if I look at this, this is my putter. As you can see, it's quite a bit too long. So we're probably going to be having to adjust your putter lengths to get you into the correct position. So that's the first thing. Next thing I would do is I would come to the 360 mirror, and what we've got here, we've got this red line here. Do you want to have a look? And if I just put the shaft there, you can see how it affects. So what we're looking to do is to come in square and just have your hand so they're the same, the shaft is the same distance from the line the whole time. Now before I had to go on this, I was putting like this and I hit the ball with too much loft, and I can see my hands are way behind. So that's where I would need to be, or to move myself. So this is very good for getting you into the right position. Then we've got the putting mirror. With this one here, we're looking to have our eyes on this black line, putter square to the red line, and then my shoulders nice and square. And when I stand here, I actually feel I'm like this. So I've obviously been putting for a while slightly open. And then you can hit a few putts like this. Again, just focus on getting yourself square. Don't worry about where the ball goes too much. And then we're going to bring in the balance rod. So we put another ball down, and the idea of this is to make sure you're nice and balanced over the putt as well. So when we putt, only from here upwards should work. We're not looking to move our lower half. So get my eyes in, get my shoulders square, get myself balanced, and again I hit the putt, and as you can see my feet haven't moved. And that's the products we're going to be using to help you improve your setup. Okay, let's talk about section 2, which is path. And as you can see out here, I've got 3 training aids for you. We've got the edge rail, we've got the EyeLine mirror with some pegs to act as a gate, and then we've got the Putt Easy over here. Now what all 3 of these are going to teach you is to make your putter go back and through the impact area on a nice consistent path. That's how we're going to hold more putts. So the edge rail, the idea of the edge rail is at the back of your putter, goes against the edge rail, and we just move it back and through. Okay, now I haven't really lined these up with a hole, but we'll just have a go. So keep moving till the ball sits middle of the putter. Okay, let's keep it back and through. There we go, I've hit it a bit too hard, it's got a bit left, but my putter stayed on there the whole time. Then I've got the EyeLine mirror, and again this one here, I can re-practice my eyes in the right position, my shoulders in the right position, and this time if I did a stroke and I hit the pegs, I know my putter's not going to go through correctly. So let's just go back through, hit that on there, that's gone in. And then if we go over to the Putt Easy, this one's similar to the edge rail, but this time your shaft stays against the rail the whole time. And we've also got this red impact bar here. So if we hit the bar, we're too low at impact. So come from this one here again, keep it on there the whole time, hit the putt, and there we go. So if I missed them, I would just adjust them, but don't worry about that. It's more important that you practice the path. Okay, so stage 3 now, and this is where we're looking at strike. We've got 2 practice aids for this. We've got these foam sweet spot impact strike things, which we just put on the front of the putter, and if we hit it off the edge like this, so we don't quite strike it out of the middle, you see how the ball's not gone anywhere. What we've got to do is to practice striking it right out of the centre. Let me just have a go, see if I can actually hit the middle. So there you go, so you can see the same putt has gone 2 different distances just by where it hits. So this is really good, then it just unsticks and we can re-stick it again, and just pop that down there. And then we've got these balls of steel. Now these are very, very heavy balls, and what these will teach you to accelerate through impact. So of the length of a whole putting stroke, only 35% of it is in the backstroke on tour pros. The rest is going forwards. So that means they're accelerating through. So if I have a go here and I just do a normal swing, you can see how the ball hasn't gone anywhere. So what this is going to teach me to do, this is going to teach me to strike it, but also accelerate through. See that? So I've struck it and it's going to go through. And again, watch. Now they're not going to go that far, but it's going to teach you to strike the ball forwards. Okay, so let's look at the 4th element, and that is speed. So speed, what we mean is how hard you hit the putt depending on the break and everything, and then how well you control it, so how you practice. Tour pros spend an awful lot of time working on their speed control because that's vital. So let's have a look at how speed affects a putt. Let's just pop one on here and see where the ball goes. Okay, so that's just lips out a tiny bit high. So if we go further down, and therefore it's a slower putt, not quite as hard, you can see how the brake has took it in, and if I go further down and we don't hit it hard enough, you see how the ball breaks too early. So one's missed on the high side, one's missed on the low side, and one's gone in, all because of how hard we hit the putt. And you can come out and have a go on this and use this, sort of have an experiment so you get used to reading the pace. The other thing we're going to do for pace is that we're going to use this. And what this is going to help us to do, you put this on the putter, you get yourself into your setup position, and then what you're going to do, you're going to keep it here and you're just going to get used to rocking back and through. This will eliminate all this sideways movement and it will help you to judge the pace of a putt. So let's have a go up to there. So I can have a look back and through, and if I just use my shoulders, back and through, I've hit it, and there you go. The pace was pretty good, and what that means is I'm probably going to hole the next putt. So these are the two products you can use for your speed control. Now to do this course, it's only going to be £30 for the whole course. Once you've finished judging the speed, you then go back into the studio. We're going to film you and we'll put you on the slow-mo, and hopefully your data will improve. But everyone doing this, I'm fairly confident, will improve their putting massively.